Gavin McHale here, founder, CEO, head coach, Mavericks coaching, and we are at movement, fitness, and performance therapy, people training outside. So if you hear the music, that is also why we're in a room and not in a gym. I'm here with Lindsay Schluter today, personal trainer. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do with moms?
Sure. Well, I really help moms to prioritize their health and fitness. I am a mom myself. I have 2 little kiddos, and I have been there. I've been through that experience of having my kids kind of losing my way and kind of getting myself back on track through fitness. And I really am super passionate about helping moms do that because I see so many women just lost and not really sure what to do and how to get the results that they want. So that absolutely is my passion to help these women get to where they want to be.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to talk to Lindsay today. Lindsay recently graduated the Mavericks coaching course, much like Brent, who you saw last week, one of our beta testers. And quick, cool story about Lindsay that she doesn't know I'm going to tell. Lindsay was the epitome of a 9-to-5er. She was a librarian. Working for the city, getting that pension, getting those benefits, and she just realized that it wasn't what she wanted to do, and what she was super passionate, like she said, about this fitness thing, and so when we first met was a coffee shop, and she was just like, I don't know what to do. This is what I want to do, and now we're here, and I'm pretty excited with what we're going to talk about. So why don't we start with, what did the coaching program help you with the most, and what moved the needle most for your business?
Okay. So like you said, I just started my personal training business in January, so it hasn't quite been a year yet. So it's still pretty new. And I think when I first started, I got my core group of followers who were like, this is cool. I love Lindsay. I'm just going to kind of check out her stuff. And I sort of was sitting back and feeling like, oh, people are just going to come to me. This is the way it's going to work.
We all wish it was that.
Right. That would be so easy. But I think what this course in particular has really helped me with was realizing how much effort and work I need to be putting into reaching out to people and engaging and connecting, and seeking out those leads and following up with people, even people who maybe I've casually talked to in the past about what I do, reconnecting with those people and being like, hey, we last talked 6 months ago and you were kind of okay with your fitness journey. Where are you at right now? And can I help you? So really getting in touch with like that active involvement with marketing, like my whole social media strategy has completely been revamped. Just like I have a daily schedule, I have different types of posts that I do, and that is 100% from this course, feeling like, okay, I need to vary up my stuff, I need to come at it from a particular angle. So really, and not being afraid to get out there and talk to people and ask people, like asking people the direct question, do you want to come and work with me and train with me? Rather than just putting it out there and being like, here's what I do, guys. Like actually asking them face to face or over the phone or in a coffee shop, do you want to come train with me? Because people don't really pounce on passive advertising. They really respond to that direct one-on-one kind of, okay, this is what I want to do for you. Do you want to come with me? So.
Yeah, and I think what's a great lesson out of that is that it's okay to do what we call the outbound lead generation. Especially when we're starting. I mean, people aren't just going to flock to us unless we're, Tony Robbins or we have, 100,000 followers on Instagram. And by realizing that, and then not only reaching out, but then also just straight up, like you have to ask at some point.
Right.
If you want to help this person, you have to ask them if they want to help.
Yeah.
And that's great. And so let's take that a step further. What has happened, financially in your business since we started by implementing these few things?
Yeah. So financially, I've almost doubled my income. I'm getting there. It's been pretty amazing. It's such a huge success. And I mean, the course is 8 weeks, right? So this has been a short amount of time to have that kind of changeover.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of things that you can implement right away, and the kinds of things that you're doing day to day that makes such a massive difference of like, okay, now I'm engaging with these people. I'm asking them questions. It's been huge.
And then I'm forcing you to do it every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
I don't want to, but the gal's going to make me do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, so 8 weeks, doubled the income. And now it sounds to me in what we've talked about, you're actually working with more moms.
Yeah, well. Exactly. So that was probably one of the biggest revelations from the course for me was really honing in on what my target audience was, because I was kind of getting away from moms for a little bit because it was easier just to market to the masses and just be like, hey, everybody, like who loves fitness. Yeah, like, so really honing in on the mom market has really helped me in terms of like what I'm producing, what I'm putting out there. And you really, even though you feel like you're narrowing your market and like, oh, going down too niche is not a good thing, it's actually a really good thing, and you're able to connect with people on a stronger level. So yeah, the number of moms in particular who I'm reaching is amazing. Like that is all my new client base. It's like,
what was the text? Come to me, my people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing to see people respond, like the right people respond in the way that I'm really hoping.
It's super cool to see, like with the text that we've been going back and forth. So you touched on it a little bit with, how you were getting away from the mom, because I know you originally had wanted to do the mom thing. Yeah. What pain, like what other pain were you in, when we first started this?
Yeah. So I think by the time we touched base, like a couple months ago, I was really feeling the financial pain of just like, oh, I need to make this work. And it's not taking off as much as I had hoped. Yeah. Quitting your job completely to live your passion. You just kind of assume that, oh, I'm super passionate about this thing. It's just going to happen. It's going to work. But putting in that effort and work to make the financial piece of it successful has been huge for me. Also, I feel like there's a little bit of like having to prove myself to a lot of people, because there's a lot of skeptics who are like, you're crazy for leaving your job. What are you doing?
What are we talking about? They're putting their limiting beliefs on.
Yes. Yeah.
You shouldn't have done that.
Yes. So irresponsible. I've gotten the irresponsible comment from many people, especially my family. So it's just kind of, I was in this pain of like, this isn't working. Yeah. I don't want, they're not right. Really? Come on.
A part of you is just like, I just want to prove you.
Yes. So true. Yeah. So true.
So, okay. And so what did you worry about, or what was kind of your fear when you were deciding whether or not to do this?
Yeah. Okay. I think probably, there was a little bit of financial fear of investing, but I knew that return would come back. I wasn't super scared about that piece of it. It was more so the time investment that I was scared of. It is like, okay.
Keep going.
I felt like I knew you wouldn't let me slack off. I knew there would be assignments and things that we needed to do every week. And I'm the kind of person who doesn't take things lightly. Like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all in and give it everything I have. So I really wanted to do it. I was just scared that, like, where am I going to fit this in? Like, my life is already so busy.
Yes, it is.
But, 2 kids and just like running around everywhere. And kind of counterintuitively, you think, well, I'm trying to like run my business. I can't take time away from running my business to work on my business. But like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you need to work on it.
Such a good point. So a couple points there. You guys don't know this yet. Lindsay is making this business work in how many hours a week are you actually in the gym? Like 5?
Like, not a ton. Yeah.
Because that's all she's available at this point. Until we can get to, until we can work some things out. And so unlike other starting coaches, she didn't have all the time in the world. She had this time, and this time, and I need to fit these people into this time.
Yeah.
So getting creative with that, getting creative with the online piece. Yeah. But then also, working in your business more than you're working on it. Well, then you're just going to be putting out fires and just doing the thing.
So
and it'll grow organically, but unless you put in that time to work on it.
It'll be so slow.
It's going to be so slow, what you were feeling.
Yeah.
So what exactly would you say you were hoping to get out of the course?
Just forward progress, really.
A little faster.
Yeah, I didn't want to just stay where I was. I'm just struggling with how to get more clients through the door, and that's happened for sure. And I think really getting clarity too on what direction I wanted to go, because just kind of sitting back and being like, okay, here's my current offering of classes, here's what I do. It kind of wasn't enough, and so I really wanted to get some clarity on, okay, where am I going with this? Because one of our modules was about the law of awareness where you're setting kind of these big goals and setting it up in your head so there's that dissonance of like, here's where I am and here's where I want to be, and look at that gap. That module was one of the most effective ones for me because it really helped me see and set a clear goal of where I wanted to go. I think I was just kind of coasting along before and thinking, okay, yeah, I'm just generally going to grow this business.
It's going to be better.
Yeah, it'll be great. But really getting crystal clear on where you want to go, that's really helped me, because now I've like developed an entirely new like online program for at-home moms who I'm hearing are like, as I experience personally, they're so busy. They find it so hard to take the time to go to the gym in the evening. They're so tired. So, completely restructuring like, okay, how can I reach these people? Online programming and just giving them stuff they can do at home.
Yeah. And what happens when you create that dissonance is you start to get creative.
Yeah.
And you go, these are the people, these are my people.
Yeah.
How can I reach them? And you got creative and you said, okay, what do they need? They need at home. Well, I can do that for them. Right. And so you found a way to do it. You found a way to deliver it. And now, they are getting the results. They are getting the delivery of the program in what's working for them. Because you realize mom's incredibly busy to the point where literally going to the gym is just too much time to drive there. And then with kids and whatnot, right? So how would you say your life has changed since completing the course or since going through the course? And what's something unexpected that you learned and how it helped?
I'm much busier now, but it's a very good business. It's a very good
busy in all the right ways.
Yes. I think the most unexpected thing that I learned was that I actually kind of enjoy selling, which is weird. I thought I had
coming from a librarian.
Yeah, my life has kind of changed.
Yeah.
Because the way that we've framed it, where like we have this morning shot of caffeine.
Yes. Thanks to Lindsay. Yeah. It was called a business plan before.
I'm like, you need to change that name.
Yeah. Morning shot of caffeine.
So good. That is something I read every single morning. So it's just a statement, right, that kind of gets you cued into why you're doing what you're doing. And I absolutely love it so much. At the end of that statement, it says something that, these people need me. It's not about me. It's about them. And having that perspective in your selling of like, okay, I'm not just doing this to like make a buck. I know I can help these people and they need my help. They need me. So kind of flipping that around to feel like I am offering this service for them. Sure, they're giving me money for it, but that's not the like main driving factor. It's like, how am I making an impact here? And also I feel like we've had this conversation before where I felt like getting a no from someone is not as painful as it used to be, because it's just kind of this perspective of like, I know what I have to offer has value.
Yeah.
And if they're not right now saying yes to it, it's not on me. It's not that my product is crappy and they don't like it's not a valuable thing. It's just that they're maybe not in the right place to do it right at that point. So it's less painful to kind of get those no's, and I'm more eager to chase the yeses because I'm just like, oh, I can help you.
It's like, all right, well, when you're ready, come on back. But I got someone else who's probably ready, so I can.
Totally,
one thing I gotta say, personal note, that shout out to Xander Fryer on that. That it's not about me. That was a huge turning point for me when I learned that from him, and that's why I built it into this program. Was like to realize that this isn't about like the money and you. Like that's nice, it's great, but at the same time, that means you're helping more people. That means you're doing what it is that you're meant to do.
That's right.
Okay, so getting into the end here, what did this course teach you that you want other people to know? It sounds like you've said a few things.
Yeah, I know. Overall, I think just putting that energy and excitement into your business in a way that is very active as opposed to just kind of sitting back is so key.
I love that.
There's so many ways that you can be working on it, and I feel like this course was phenomenal, Gav. Like amazing. Honestly,
Thank you.
I so enjoyed it. It gave me so much clarity. I really feel like super pumped up to just like get like I'm just like sprinting right now, and I'm like I can keep this going.
Yeah, let's just keep the legs churning.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited about?
I'm really excited about like my new programs and things. Just this online piece is a totally new thing for me. I'm a big writer, like I really enjoy writing, and I'm finding amazing ways to be able to incorporate writing into my training. As much as weird as that may sound. Like as you are, like I'm super into mindset. And I think that's so key with training, not just working on that physical piece, but working on your mind as well. So really finding ways, like I'm in my 90-day challenge, that's this at-home program for moms. I'm incorporating like a little mini podcast, which is totally new for me. Like something I can send them an audio thing where they're doing their dishes and whatever, and they can listen to it while they're doing stuff.
Because she knows her market.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I put on a podcast as I'm doing stuff. So yes, you throw it on in those little instances where you're doing other things. So yeah, I think I'm really excited about tapping into the amazing skills that I have to be able to help other people, and loving it at the same time.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for the moms that you're going to help. Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Gav, I think you're incredible. I think this path that you're on, helping people with their businesses, is exactly where you need to be. Like, for anybody who is considering this course, highly, highly, highly recommend it. Like, it was such a journey, and as much work as it was to fit it all in and do that work every week. So worth it for the clarity that you get at the end of it.
Amazing. Where, if there are any moms out there who want to work with you, where can they find you?
My website, lindsayschluter.weebly.com. I'm on Instagram all the time, Lindsay Schluter. Facebook.
Can you give us a spelling, please? Schluter's a bit of a nightmare.
Lindsay, Lindsay, Schluter, Schluter.
Amazing. Okay, thanks so much, Lindsay. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.